This is Camp Freddy Radio
on the Independent FM.
Indy 103.1.
Good evening, kids. This is Billy Morrison. This is Camp Freddy Radio. My co-host Donovan Leach is actually downstairs in the lobby. Everyone's running around all flustered because we have the gorgeous and delectable Gwyneth Paltrow. I'll just say that again. We have the gorgeous and delectable Gwyneth Paltrow as a guest tonight. That's how we roll here at Camp Freddy. Yeah, so I believe she's joining us for the whole hour, for the whole 2 hours, which would be pretty cool, right? So we'll get into that. So really what we should do is bust out a song whilst we're waiting for the arrival, the imminent arrival. So let's hit track 7. This is Gary Glitter, because I like Gary Glitter.
Hello.
Hello, that was Gary Glitter.
It's good to be back. Oh, poor Gary Glitter. I mean, not poor Gary Glitter. Screw that guy. He's a pedophile.
There's no poor about that.
I mean, you know, back in the 70s, he was that guy, and now he's the other guy.
Who have you got with you, Donovan?
I've got my lovely, dear old friend, Gwyneth Paltrow, in the house.
Unbelievable.
They said it couldn't be done.
It's done. I'm here. He just needed to bribe me with my Amani's Bakery Teccachino, and I showed up.
The mochaccino, teccachino, hold the skimmed milk.
Yeah. Is it Teccachino or Ticino? I always call it the wrong thing.
I think they said it was a Ticino, which is like a
fake
latte.
What's fake about it?
There's no coffee. There's no milk.
There's no fun.
I'll have
a
cup of hot water, please. Wow, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Very excited that you're gracing us with your presence.
I'm really excited to be here. I listen to this radio station all the time.
I was saying to Donovan, what I'm most impressed with is that on the eve of your husband's big, they're playing in LA tonight, and you're not hanging out in all the gig drama and the whole rock wife thing. You're actually chilling, spinning some tunes with us.
I don't want to get in anyone's way.
Is that how you feel?
That's what my wife. That's what my wife says. My wife said the rock wife thing gets really old really quickly.
Yeah, I think you got to give people their space to do their thing.
Yeah, he's working.
He's working. Yeah, it's a big show, and so I don't want to meddle with his voice warm ups or whatever.
Does he have does he have like a whole routine that he goes through pre-show?
He's got a whole routine that he goes through.
I like your
me.
your routine. Your pre-routine is good.
Me?
Yeah, a couple of drinks.
I'm good to go.
A couple of cigarettes, I'm ready.
Let's rock! I like it that way.
Well, our shows, I mean, Chris has been on tour forever, right?
Yeah, he has been.
And Camp Freddy shows are so random, and they just come up once every other month. So I don't have any opportunity to
I want to see
get
one of
into
those
a groove.
Things.
It's fun. It's good.
That's what I hear.
February 28th. I hear.
Right?
I
what?
hear. I don't
really?
know.
We have a gig.
I hear. I don't know. You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen. Let me get. Let's play another track and settle in here.
Yeah, she hasn't even had a sip of your Ticino yet, have you?
There's Ticcinos to be drunk here.
Exactly.
And you have music too, right?
We got.
Yeah.
Well, Gwyneth has brought some tunes.
Then that's
and I think
the way.
Let's just let her groove it.
Run the show.
I think basically.
Absolutely.
We can play whatever we want every week. So
I'm really into Barbara Streisand, so I hope that's cool.
You've got that right, TK.
The remix.
I hear you're into Barbara Streisand. Little Helen Murray.
What are you going to play as we get settled in?
I just wanted to celebrate the fact that the Cult are actually going back on the road.
Are they?
And I know a lot of Cult fans.
Aren't you in the Cult?
No, not this time. Not this time.
Really?
Donovan.
You're not doing this tour?
No.
It's official.
Well, you know what? I have no idea. I'm not playing bass. And I don't know if they're going to take a rhythm guitarist, and I have no idea if they want to. I don't.
Merengue.
And for reasons we can't discuss right now, I might not be able to.
We can discuss that.
No, we can't.
Later.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Because then that's really. This is going over everyone's head. This is the Cult,
especially mine.
This is the Cult and Little Devil. What?
That was Little Devil, the Cult.
Yes, it was.
Ian Astbury, lovely man. Did you ever hear that story about Ian? He's really into Tibet and Nepal. He goes to Nepal and he's hanging out with Dalai Lama and all that. and he went on this trek. What do they call it when you like go on some solo trek? You know, where you're trying to like find your inner
sojourn.
Yeah, he's off on a sojourn, Ian Asbury, and the altitudes up there are just unbelievable. So he's hiking, and it's getting really hard for him to breathe, and he basically collapsed and was near death when this truck of backpackers picked him up.
When this truck of Nepalese flower pickers. Where did you get that story?
Is this a
From
true
him.
story?
I swear, he told
From
me that.
him?
Yes.
Wow.
This
Yeah.
sounds dubious.
I know. Maybe he's just kind of lying to me
Showboating.
a little bit. So tell me more about the cult deal.
They're back and they're going on the road, and that's it. I mean, the dates have been announced, and I'm obviously I took a break from the studio because we're mixing another record that involves Billy Duffy, and so I'm getting to hear all the gossip about the cult as it happens, which is all good. Can't wait.
Awesome.
So that's that.
So awesome.
That's great news, guys.
I'm
Isn't
so
it?
excited.
This is riveting radio.
I mean,
Riveting.
beyond.
And Sheryl Crow and Lance Armstrong over.
Come on.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
read it in the paper yesterday.
heard that.
2 years done.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Why they all the famouses break up? Not you guys, but you know, it's happened. I
Well-
saw you sing backup for her once in New York.
That was fun. Yeah, that was good. That was
Did you
fun.
sing, Gwyneth? Did you I mean,
I mean, I do, but not. I wouldn't make a record or anything.
enough to get up on stage with Camp Freddy?
That would
you
be
never
incredible.
know. That would be
What's
fun.
been going on with you? I hear congratulations are in order.
Thank you very much.
I see. Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, having another baby. Wow. And yeah, just kind of taking it easy, not working so much, and just kind of hanging out with the family.
That's funny. Not working so much. I actually IMDb'd you just to brush up, and there's like 19 movies just under whatever.
But that's not true. They exaggerate all that. So I mean, some things
sure
are like
they-
in development. Like there's no script yet.
Right.
And
The list of things under your name before you even get to what you've done is like this big. It's huge.
Oh no, that's frightening.
That's scary.
Who's the guy at IMDb is Internet Movie Database
correct.
for all you punters out there, and they just basically you can look up any actor, any director, any script supervisor and see like everything that they've ever done. But who is the guy who's just every day finding out who's like doing all that stuff?
I doubt it's just one guy,
Right, it's probably a
because
group.
that would be a hell of a job. There's probably a group of guys, and I don't know. I mean, do they get paid?
I'm
They
sure
must do.
Is it a
They
thing?
must do, yeah. Well, there are ads on it and everything. And I think it's a pretty big business, I think. I mean, people use it all the time.
It's probably the agents and managers that submit stuff. Do you know what I mean? Just, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I tell you who else I IMDb'd today.
Who?
Lee Tamahori.
Who's that?
Lee
Lee
Tamahori
Tamahori.
directed Die Another Day and Triple X State of the Union, and was arrested last night on Santa Monica Boulevard wearing a dress and a wig.
For real?
For real?
So
Yeah, what's
Dono does that all the time.
big deal.
Were you with him? How bizarre, right?
So
And what's he
Lee
saying?
was Tamahoring.
Help.
Nice.
Help,
But I'm-
probably. He approached a plainclothes car wearing a dress and a black wig and asked them to perform sexual acts on him. And
Is this a true story?
It is
Right there.
actually it is a true story.
Right
it was
there.
right next to the Sheryl Crow Lance Armstrong
right next
story.
door, right?
Listen, whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean?
I don't have a problem with it at all. I just think it's funny that people really have this dark side.
Yeah.
Like everyone's got that secret.
But everyone has one.
Right? Everybody. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
It's just a bummer if the LAPD have to get in on it. But
Yeah,
I mean,
just ask
everyone has
George
something.
Michael.
Maybe
or
you know.
Eddie Murphy or
yeah.
Hugh Grant or
Yeah.
whoever. I mean,
No, I do. I think it's a real shame because most people, providing it's not dark, like, you can get dark, Everyone's,
Like Gary Glitter Dark, which
Yeah.
is not okay.
that
No.
should become a dictionary
I
phrase.
can't believe I said poor. I didn't mean that at all. I just.
What did you say?
poor Gary
I
Glitter.
said poor Gary, but I
Yeah, no, that
didn't
is-
mean that at all. What I meant was I just missed the 70s guy, in the platforms.
Yeah, he wrote a couple of good tunes.
Yeah.
That's about
Come
it.
on.
What, you don't think he did?
I'm going to I think any
Rock
pedophile
and
should be
roll.
discredited.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
all
Well,
their
screw
work.
him.
But the problem is, when I was 9, that was my first gig I ever saw.
Oh, okay.
So I have kind of a
understand.
soft spot.
Well, why don't you go to Vietnam?
Yeah, exactly.
And help him out.
Yes. Well, actually, we should find out if anyone. I think cross-dressing is actually quite a common thing, and if you call 1-877-900-1031, I just want to hear if there's any just regular guys or gals out there who like to cross-dress, and we'll play a song. Billy, you got some? I didn't
No,
even line
I've got
anything up
nothing.
yet.
Well, I have, but I want to hear what Gwyneth's brought in, because this is our boss for the evening.
Okay.
So was very happy in that
are
role.
we queued up for that? No, for Arcade
Oh
Fire?
yes.
Okay. We're going to play the first song is by Arcade Fire. They're one of my favorite bands ever. And this song is called Wake Up.
Kapelka makes you vomit.
We got bills to pay, TK. Why don't we just do that? Get it out of the way.
This is Camp Freddy Radio.
On Indie 1031.
Yes, you're listening to Camp Ready Radio, and I'm Billy Morrison.
I'm Donovan Leach.
And I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
Ah, yeah.
Do you want to hear? There's one person that just wants to give you some love online too.
Oh, really? Is it going to be a...
There's a lot more than one. We're just
No, there's a whole. I mean,
we're
she's
picking one.
Camp Freddy Radio has never gotten this many phone calls before. By the way,
I don't believe you.
it's true. It's sad but true. Sad but true.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh. I couldn't tell if it was me or not. Well, for the record, I have called Camp Freddy before, but I did want to talk to Gwyneth. I saw this thing that you had done. I think it was on Showtime about women in film or women in the industry, and how you never really fell back on boobs when it came to getting scripts and everything. And it was just really inspiring, and I just wanted to thank you for.
I never
doing that.
fell back on my boobs?
Well, I don't. Those were your words. I think I just paraphrased it. But you were just saying how, when you first started, you never wanted to get a really cheesy script where it was just
Oh, I see. Where I was going to be objectified.
flashing yourself and
Right.
You never had to depend on your
blonde.
breasts to
That's
get
a
you.
good thing too. Well, I really credit my father for that, because when you're first starting out and you want to, you want so badly to succeed, you think you'll do just about any part. But my dad was really instrumental in making sure that I did things that I would be proud of. That's not to say I never took my shirt off my whole career, but in the appropriate place, and definitely not.
You did it when art called for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not in a girly magazine way.
Not in a Maxim magazine way.
Yeah.
Are you cocking a trigger right now? What's that noise?
Oh, I turned off my car because I didn't want to get in an accident.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
That's
that's
very smart.
good.
Very sensible.
That's
Listeners,
good.
take note.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Dawn.
Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
Well, thank you
Thanks
very much.
for calling.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for taking
Dawn.
my call. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Have a
fun
good
tonight.
night.
And Donna, you know what's kind of interesting is she started off with, I've called Camp Freddy Radio before. I think it's really easy to get through here on the phones.
It is.
I think the same 6 people just call us up.
The lines are wide open. Well, should we play? I wanted to play Dandy Warhols because I'm going to Portland, Oregon next Thursday to see my buddy Courtney Taylor, who's in a band called the Dandy Warhols.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you know that band?
I do.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Hey, nice guy, talented.
Play it.
Hey, sure.
Why are you going up there? Is that where they're from, or is they doing a show up
He
there?
lives up there.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
part of that sort of kind of depressed alternative.
There's a Portland,
scene.
Oregon scene?
Oh, there's a major Portland, Oregon
Wow.
scene. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a Des Moines scene.
There's a scene.
There's
There's a
a
scene
scene
everywhere,
everywhere.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
This is called "We Used to Be Friends."
I would have said who that was, but I have no idea. Who
It's
was
the
that?
Dandy Warhols.
Of
We used to
course.
be friends.
Dandy Warhol.
That's right. Dandy Warhols. Oh, we have a special caller on the line right
Special
here.
guest on the hotline.
Dandy Warhols. I love the Dandy Warhols.
Thank you, Dave. At least one person does.
And you know what? There's a huge Portland, Oregon scene.
There is?
Huge.
Are you a part of that?
I'm here now.
Yeah. Dave Navarro reporting from Portland.
First of all, I'd like to say, Gwyneth, I'm a huge fan. You actually appeared in one of my all-time favorite films.
Really?
Yeah, if you can guess the name of that film, you will win a prize.
Oh my God. I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. It
Okay.
also starred Morgan Freeman.
Oh, 7.
You won.
Oh, good. Well, I have
wanna
to
know-
say I'm a huge fan of yours, and Jane's
Oh.
Addiction was like my seminal music growing up. And
Well, then it turns out that we're both winners because what you've won, in fact, is a trip for two to Santa Barbara next weekend. You and me.
And what will your wife and my husband do?
You know what? They could get together, do a game of Scrabble. Who knows?
Okay, I'm down.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
What are you up
Okay.
to right now, Dave? Why
Well,
aren't you with us?
I am. I'm on my way to the studio, and it's a studio in Hollywood. And I just want to set this up because I'm running late.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can call back in an hour with an outcome. But you know, Steve Isaacs is a new member of my band, Panic Channel, and we're going to mix the very last song on the album tonight. So tonight's like the big. We're all done. The big hurrah. And
Mazel
you know,
tov.
Thank you. And you know, I'm somewhat of a prankster. So across the street from our studio is what I would call, I guess it's a gay bathhouse, basically. And it's complete with glory holes. And you know what those are, right, Donovan?
Oh, I sure.
I
You're the
don't
guy.
know. I
You
don't
don't know what a glory hole is?
No.
Donovan's the guy who hit me to him.
Hey, Dave, that's where we met
It's
each
a
other.
hole strategically placed in the wall of a small cubicle where something might be placed through that hole
Yes.
to be stimulated.
Yes.
Yeah, on the other side.
On
like
the other-
anonymous.
The
It's like-
appendage goes
anonymously.
through the hole, and
Oh, come
that's
on.
all. That's all
That
you
does
see on
not
the other side.
exist.
Glory hole.
Why,
Yeah.
I swear to you, this is a real thing. And this is a real place. It's across the street from my studio. So I gave Steve Isaacs that address.
Oh no,
For the-
Dave.
So he's he's
Terrible.
all excited. He's mixing the last song and he's going to walk into that place.
But the genius part was that I told him it's that we're working in the Annex building across the street from the studio. Yeah, we're in Studio B, which is actually across the street.
Did he actually use the word annex?
I used Annex, which I thought sold it really well.
That's
I
good.
think it does.
Dave, that is such a huge setup that I really hope you're going to be able to call back with the
God, I hope
punchline.
so. Let me tell you something. If he doesn't actually go over there,
You go over there.
I'll take one for the team. I'll go over myself.
Yeah, we need a report from that place.
That is insane. I mean, I've heard of anonymous sex, but doesn't that go sort of beyond
Yeah.
even anonymous sex?
That's
That's what they call beyond intimate.
venomous. Oh, Dave, aren't you bummed that you're not here?
I really am. But you know what? It's actually, for me, this is a little bit more exciting. Because if I was, I'll tell you why. Because if I was there, I would get comfortable with Gwyneth, and I'd get used to being there. And this way, it's just an exciting moment in my life.
Oh,
Well, we'll take a
I
picture for you.
understand.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, this way I'm not getting comfortable. I'm still nervous when I hang up, and it's exciting.
Right. No, I know what you mean. I know
All
what
right,
you mean.
good.
Dave, we love you.
I love you guys, too. You're doing a tremendous job. And if something happens, I'm going to call you back, and I'm going to put Steve on the phone
Yeah, we'll need to speak to the man himself, obviously.
for a blow-by-blow report, incidentally.
Blow
Okay.
by
Blow
blow.
by blow, no pun
Whoa.
intended. Hey,
Oh!
how are you?
Dave,
Okay, guys.
give us a shout later.
You got it. Bye.
Nice.
Bye.
What a prankster that Navarro is.
He is. He loves to prank.
Well.
He does love to prank. We have
the hijinks. Unbelievable.
boys will be boys. We got some music lined up.
Yes.
I'm just not lining mine up because I'm.
It's all right. She's in charge.
Yeah.
She's in charge.
Oh, okay. This is mine.
You're playing
again.
Arlo Guthrie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'm playing a band. I'm sure they must be big here too now, but they're the biggest thing to come out of the UK in a long time. I think their debut album sold more records the first week than any other album ever in the UK, and they're about 17 years old, and they're called the Arctic Monkeys.
Yes. I bet you look good on the dance floor.
I
God,
like-
that is
I
a
like that
good
band.
song.
They're really good.
I just went on their site. They're very young.
They are. Are they literally 17 or are they 18?
There's a dude that looks like 20, and the rest of them are like 17.
Yeah, they're pretty young. They're good.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that when I was 17.
What were you doing when you
Oh,
were
you
17?
really don't want to
Oh,
know.
yes, I do.
I was rolling around somewhere. I don't know, whatever I was doing. I'm not doing it anymore.
That's right.
Good. Good for you.
Good boy. Good boy.
Well done.
Well done. How's life in London?
London is fantastic. I love London. I think it's the most fantastic city to live in. But, you know, I come back to Southern California, and I love it here. I mean, I'll always be like a little bit of a California girl and a New York girl, and I like going back and forth between all three, but I love London.
What part of London are you in? Just general?
North.
North as in...
Northern.
As in, like, Belsize Park.
Oh, I love that.
Primrose Hill-ish, Hampstead-ish.
Primrose Hill is
Nice.
so nice.
Yeah.
If Dave Navarro was here, he would say, what's the address?
Yeah. So that's on the corner of...
Yeah. I used to live up in Maida Vale
Oh, that's nice.
for a little while up there by the canals.
That's where the
which was-
canals are,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was great.
It's really
I wasn't
pretty.
in the best of shape to you know,
enjoy your
to enjoy the
surroundings.
beautiful mornings, but it was nice. They tell me it was nice.
Yeah. It's kind of unbeatable, London, except the weather sucks.
But what I've never, I don't agree with your perception of London, but that's just me.
Right.
But it's always interesting that an American likes London and a Londoner likes LA.
Well, it took me a long time to really like it there because I didn't get the humor and I didn't really get it. I didn't get the people and the culture
food's
and the food and the
different.
humor. I mean, it was all kind of,
Yeah, it's different.
yeah, it's really different. But once you get into it, then I don't know.
I suppose so. If you embrace wherever you're going,
I
you
know
stand-
why
you know.
you Brits like it over here because the sun is out.
Well, yeah,
That's exactly
you people
why.
have never seen sun.
yeah.
Jonesy's just like, I mean, he can't stand the UK, and he'll start his show with like, it's another beautiful day here in Los Angeles, and it's always about the weather with you guys out
Yeah,
here.
well, because we
You guys.
just grow up looking at grey. It's
Yeah.
great that most of the time there's no colour involved.
But when it's not, it's the most beautiful
Absolutely.
place ever.
Yeah, and if you get out of London,
That
it's
2
even
weeks
better.
out of the year when it's sunny, it's
Yeah.
something else.
I'll go for vacation. That's about it.
Well, when I started to go to Scotland, and the Scots are a little bit different from the English. They hate the English, one, but two, their humor is also, it was hard to get my head around it because they're really like insulting. Like every single thing out of their mouth is like a dig.
Yeah.
Like and you feel like you're just being attacked all the time and humiliated, and then it takes a long time to realize that that's just the way it is over there, and that's the sense of humor, and then you start throwing it back at them, and that's when they accept you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird, that's like kind of playground. It's where you learn it. They throw digs at you, you throw digs back, and then you're accepted. It's kind of weird.
Very cruel.
So, talking of England, your husband is going to play football tomorrow with a friend of mine, Robbie, right?
Is that right?
I think so. Oh, I'm not allowed to say, am I? I don't know. I don't know.
You can.
Rob has football matches. I know because Duffy plays, and I was just in the studio an hour or so ago, and he was going, "Yeah, we're going to go and play the Coldplay boys tomorrow." And Duffy from Manchester takes his football seriously.
Yeah, all you people from the UK take it seriously.
What do you mean, you people?
You people,
All you guys.
Now, what I can't believe is that Robbie Williams has a football pitch, which is a stadium in American terminology, in his backyard.
No, not a stadium. A football pitch is just the
It's just the
area
green
where
bit.
you play.
It's just 100 yards or so. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean,
Yeah.
he really has one that big?
Yeah.
Is Robbie's really that big?
Well, I haven't seen this one.
Is it
Okay.
regulation size?
Oh, yeah. I heard it is regulation size, which is pretty big, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
He's
I
Robbie Williams. I mean,
I know that Duffy's excited to play your guys. So
that's good. Did you know that Robbie Williams recently sold 1 million concert tickets in one day,
the new Wembley Stadium, right?
among other venues, I think?
I think the Wembley Stadium sold out in about an hour and a half. I mean, that's like
He's done pretty good for
95,000
himself,
people.
I'd say.
Yeah, I would say, my gosh.
Yeah.
Love Robbie.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's actually played with Camp Freddy, remember?
has, yeah.
Couple of times. Remember the first time was at that, what was that place? Moomba?
Moomba.
Tiny little club we did this thing.
L.A. Moomba, not
And
New
then he
York
got
Moomba.
up in Vegas and did a couple of shows.
He did Fat Bottom Girls by Queen, which was incredible.
I think if he carries on, he's got a good career ahead of him.
Yeah, I
don't
think
he?
he should stick with it.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
Let's, for the first and, I don't know, probably the last time, I don't know, but I want to play it. Let's play that track 12. Don't even. I'm trying to show some love here.
This is what he does at the end of his song. He kind of sounds he's rapping, but he's just a little gay. Sorry. No,
How can you do that?
How?
How?
Could you ever do that? Because Rob sorry. You know.
Oh, God.
Ah, that made me laugh.
That's what it's all about. You just got to laugh in life, you know? I mean, because it just passes you by, so... Smile, though your heart is breaking. Smile, even though you're faking.
How many spots we got to do?
Let's just say hi to this poor girl's been on for about 40 minutes. So, hello? Hi, stuck in traffic girl?
What the heck? Oh my God, it's yes.
Hi.
It's
Hi.
yes?
Hi.
Yes?
Who's this?
This is Landy.
Hi, Landy.
How are you? Am I talking? Am I actually on?
You're actually on the air, so watch yourself.
Holy mackerel, I can't believe it. I've been waiting forever, it seems, but it's so worth it. So thank you.
Well, here you are. What's going on?
I am just, oh my gosh, how the heck you put me on after Dave Navarro? How am I supposed to beat that? That's just fabulousness.
You can't.
Gwyneth, your goddess, I just wanted to tell you that I had some friends with me in the car, but I had to drop them off, and it's just me solo now, and I just wanted to let you guys know that you guys do a great job. I listen to you, and I'm probably one of the 6 callers that you guys were talking about earlier.
Aw, thank you.
Gwyneth, thank you so much for just being the epitome of beauty and just rock star solid, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually speaking to you. It's just... Woo! Maybe
You
I
made
should
my
let you
day
say
now.
something.
Thank you.
You're talking about me, right? Not Gwyneth.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
So-
thanks.
Anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and just keep doing the amazing job that you guys do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You are very
Pleasure.
sweet.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mr.
thank
Sigalo.
you.
Nice to meet you over the air.
Thank you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And if you could
bye-bye.
if you could just call back every week, because you're great.
was nice.
We love you.
She was very sweet. So what, you're going to do another little set of those lovely commercials, TK? TK takes it down every day on the air, by the way. He's live, 4 to 7 or something?
3 to 6.
3 to 6 weekdays.
You know he's moved up into the hills now, top of
I
Mulholland.
heard he's a big shot.
He's
now.
moving into
Wow.
he's rolling large.
Wow.
Niceness.
What are you doing later?
Nothing.
You'll make him sweat. You know that. Go on, T.
Camp Freddy Radio
Camp Freddy Radio.
on Indy 1031
This is Camp Freddy Radio.
on the Independent FM.
Indy 1031.
This is Billy Morrison. Come on, Dono, say it. I've just been instructed to do this. Camp Freddy Radio.
Oh, yes. Put on a face, get happy. Camp Freddy Radio. It's Donovan and Gwyneth.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow. I think Donovan has to leave.
Soon. Yeah, I got it.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I feel so responsible for this because this is the problem. Okay, Donovan has a 1.5-year-old daughter, and I have a 1.5-year-old daughter, and they're very, very good friends. And 2 weeks ago, Violet came over, and Apple gave her a cough. And then this week, Violet came over, and Apple gave her a stomach bug, and now Donovan's wife has it.
Oh, God.
And it's all my fault.
No, it's not your fault at all.
It is my fault.
It's just, this is what I feel bad
Has have you guys, I mean, this stomach bug has been just killing everyone
had
I
it,
know.
right?
I
And-
had it. Everyone I know and love had it. It's been vicious. So
I've escaped.
if she wants you to
Touchwood.
go home,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
We'll figure it out.
radio
Dono.
show sick wife. Radio show sick wife. I think I should go for the sick wife. I think listeners, you
Yeah.
would agree with me. And
please call in with your opinions.
yes, please. 1-877-900-1031. And
Remember, Dono is married to a supermodel.
yes.
So when you're weighing in your facts,
So when you're weighing this up,
Keep that in mind. No, but I feel. I mean, I'm so excited that you came tonight, Gwyneth, and I feel like just leaving an hour early is just it's very
Yeah, but I gave her, in a roundabout way, the stomach flu, so
Yeah.
it can be my recompense to you.
Recompense. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
That is a good word.
And you know what? We can handle it, and the sick wife wins.
Always.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no question. You do need to go.
What do the people on the radio, on the phone say?
Got any phones about that?
Hello?
You're live on the air.
I'm sorry, who?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. How?
I'm sorry, hey?
Oh, I was just calling about the stomach flu.
Did
yeah.
you have the stomach flu?
No, I don't.
What are your thoughts on our predicament here?
I don't think it's a predicament. I think it's natural. I think that, that's the way the world works. It's like it could have been anybody. It happens to be somebody you're close to, but you really can't control that.
Yeah, but we're
That's the way
just
that things
saying.
go.
Yeah, but we're saying.
I
Do you
doesn't
think
need to
Dono
feel
should
bad
go?
about it?
Dono should
Huh?
go home. Dono should go home to his
I
wife.
should go
though,
home to my
right?
sick wife, right?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Okay, we have
Well,
one.
thanks.
We have 1-0.
Thank
to
you,
sick
thank
wife.
you
That's-
for absolving my guilt.
That's one go home. Can I get one
I have
stay?
a bit of info for you. Just one
Yes.
second. Did you know
Yes.
that what? Did you know KDLD is Santa Monica, KDLE Newport Beach?
Now, what does that have to do with the stomach flu, Billy?
I don't know, but they hand it to you on the top of every hour, and you've got to read it. It's a legal ID.
What does it say?
I don't know.
KDLD Santa Monica and KDLE Newport Beach.
What a rate! It went straight into the radio voice.
Did I get the job?
KDLE Newport Beach. So, Donna, you want to see if you can get some other votes in?
No,
Look, the
I-
phone's lighting up.
Okay, let's get one more call and see. Hi.
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 Hello.
Hi.
You're
who-
on Camp Freddy Radio.
Hi, I'm very happy to be on Camp Freddy Radio. Thank you.
Do you have an opinion about our predicament that we have going on?
I don't know. It's your choice. I just had a question from Miss Paltrow, if it's okay to ask her.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
go
you don't
ahead.
forget about me. Hit it.
No, I had just a little question for you. One, I was going to ask you, do you ever have any involvement in the music that is used in your movies?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or have any choices, or do you ever recommend any of your favorite artists to some of the music supervisors or directors that you use?
I do, but it never really gets anywhere. Because, I don't know. I had this movie called Proof out in the fall, and Harvey Weinstein, who was the boss of the company, was like, we need some, good sort of contemporary music being piped through, and I wanted Polly Harvey and stuff like that, and he wanted Whitney Houston. So
That's
I don't know.
contemporary music for Harvey.
Their idea of contemporary is different, maybe, to what yours is.
I do make suggestions, but no one ever takes them. I think my tastes are slightly too esoteric. Maybe that's the problem.
Let's understand. Wait, hold, Otis, no, come here. Sorry, I'm walking my dog.
Otis is running away.
Otis, come. Stay away from the traffic, Otis. All right.
So,
there, whoop. Oh,
It just
he
gone
had
through
to
a
go
tunnel.
after Otis.
Went into
Oh,
a
wow.
tunnel.
Went into a tunnel.
How do you, just out of curiosity, walk your dog and listen to the radio at the same time?
Yeah, and call in.
And call in. That's a
You know
few
what? You've got
apparati in
you've got a good point.
That is multitasking to the multiple degrees.
Apparati. I've never heard the plural of
I'm
apparatus.
not sure that that's a real word, but...
Apparatuses.
No, but seriously, how do you do that?
Well, I'll tell you what. He's sitting in his car with the door open.
No, that's not
Right?
walking your dog.
No, but the dog's running around. Otis
right.
got a bit too far away.
Okay.
That was what was in my head.
Otis. Remember Otis from Animal House?
Was he the bit?
Otis
no,
Day and the Nights. Do
Oh.
you mind if we dance with your dates?
That's classic.
Let's stick some music on whilst we figure out your predicament.
Well,
Goody.
I mean, yeah.
What are we?
What do you got?
Which one of mine are we playing now?
Interpol.
Oh, yes. Okay, this is off Interpol's first record.
This is the first record that Interpol ever recorded there.
Oh my lord! And it's called NYC.
To Camp Freddy Radio.
I'm Gwyneth Paltrow.
And I'm Billy Morrison, and we've lost our good friend Donovan, who's
We have.
screaming home in the car right now at 90
His poor wife is ill.
with a stomach bug that allegedly you gave them.
I think I did in a roundabout
Oh,
way.
bless.
I know. I
Poor
feel
old Dono.
terrible.
Just slow down, Dono, because I know you're listening. and we are in good hands. Gwyneth is going to take control. I'm just going to say yes all the time. Now, I'll tell you what I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
When I got married, we were, we had that whole conversation about the free pass, which, it's kind of half in jest and half it's like, who's your free pass, right? When you get married, my wife said Steven Tyler, right? And 3 years later, we were touring with Aerosmith, and she was meeting him, and I'm like, oh my God, this is really bad, So we had to readdress her free pass. My free pass was Madonna.
Really?
Yes, who you happen to be good friends with.
Yes,
who
very
happens
much
to be
so.
starting her tour here very shortly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's very married, though.
Oh, I know, and I'm very scared of Guy as well.
And so are you.
Oh, of course. No, see, the free pass is just, it's kind of like that half jokey thing.
I know.
But it tells
it's
a lot.
It's more of a mental freedom.
Yeah. Who's your free pass? Or who would your free pass be if you were asked?
Who would my free pass be? I don't know. That's such a hard question. I don't like sort of... it would probably be someone like Phil Selway, my musical hero.
Right. Okay.
He's the drummer for Radio.
Okay. That's.
And I admire him so much that I would probably choose him as my free pass.
Nice.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
I mean, it is just for fun,
Yeah.
I mean,
But I think, for a woman, I think that, it's not, like, for example, your choice, Madonna, she is totally beautiful, but she's also incredibly smart and powerful and talented.
Right.
She's got so many things going on.
It wasn't, I didn't pick her because of...
her boobs.
Because
Which
of her boobs.
Which are fantastic, by the way.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been up close, but I'm sure they are. No, it was more for her imagery and her brains and
That's a great choice.
But then I have to watch that because, like I say, my wife ran into her. I came out of a dressing room and her free pass had her pinned against the wall, chatting to her. I was like, Stephen, it's my wife. Thank you. We were going to set something up. You were going to set something up here, weren't you?
Was I?
Yeah, with that track. You want to play that track that we lined up. And we were going to set up giving away some CDs.
Oh, yeah, because, we have a couple of Coldplay CDs here. I can't talk too much about it because it's cheesy, but...
No, but I can.
You can.
Right, so they're playing tonight.
They're playing tonight at the Forum.
Right, and you have in your hand 3 copies of what album?
I've got...
I'm making it easy for her.
I've got one X and Y and 2 parachutes.
Okay.
And
do we have a question that we can ask?
Oh, to win the CDs?
Yeah, and we'll get them to... So Gwyneth's going to give a question out. Call 1-877-900-1031 during the next track, and we'll...
How easy should the trivia question be?
I liked the movie one. I thought that was really interesting.
So, Chris Martin and Johnny Buckland were in a tiny little cameo in a film. I think it was last year.
It was last year, yeah.
Okay. If anyone knows what it was, call and you'll win something.
Okay. So what movie were Chris and who?
Johnny. They're
Chris
guitarists.
and Johnny.
Yeah, they were briefly
Small cameo in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favourite movies of last year.
Cool. It was very funny, very good.
We can talk about that once we get the title.
Once we reveal what it is.
1-877-900-1031. And what are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play a song called... What am I playing? Swallowed in the Sea by Coldplay.
Great voice.
I agree.
What an amazing voice. Do we have winners? Yep. Hello, you're on the air with Gwyneth.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Good, how are you? We just parked at Coldplay.
All right.
Yeah.
And
hell yeah.
Swallowed in the Sea is one of the best songs, I have to say.
Thank you. I agree.
Are you going to the show?
I don't know why I said thank you. I have nothing to do with it whatsoever. But
pride. You're filled with pride right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go, for sure.
Oh.
Do you have an answer for Gwyneth's question?
Yeah, it's Shaun of the Dead.
Hey!
Look at that.
We have a winner.
Look
well
at that.
done.
Well done.
Which one do you want? Do you want a copy of X and Y or do you want a copy of Parachutes?
I'll do Parachute.
All right.
Maybe we'll get
It's not autographed, but I can.
Maybe we'll get Gwyneth to sign it. So
Yeah, that would be great.
Would that be good for
Okay.
you? There you go.
It's not
That would be
really
very
the
cool.
same level of excitement, but I'll do it, or I can forge his name, but I'll just do mine.
Yeah, have you done that before?
No, but there's a first time for everything.
You got 2 more? I mean, we don't have to. There's no point in, we're done, right? That was fun.
Yeah. So we're not going to give away the other 2?
Well, yeah, but because otherwise they're going to come on air and they're going to go, Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, right, of course. See, I don't know how this radio thing works
But
yet. I'm learning slowly.
He writes it down and
Okay.
he takes care of it. But Shaun of the Dead, how funny was
It's
that
so
movie?
funny. It's amazing.
Have you seen it? I will lend it to you
It's
because
very good.
I believe everyone should see it. Do you get English humour? Do you understand English humour? Like The Office and, that kind of stuff? It's a zombie movie.
It's a funny zombie movie.
Yeah.
It's really good.
The bigger guy in it,
Nick Frost.
yeah, has me in stitches.
He's a genius.
Like, takes everything in his stride.
It's pretty funny.
I'll lend it to you. I would like to play a song. Is that okay? Boss?
I'll
Boss, can I
think
play a
about
song?
it. What
I
is
promise
it?
it's not Robbie.
Okay.
And it
well,
won't even be STP.
Really? So
But-
what will it be?
Well, I'm known for being the biggest Sex Pistols fan.
Okay.
I'm
Sex
huge
Pistols,
Sex Pistols
I
fan.
love. That's
And the
that's
thing
cool.
is that they're next month they're being inducted finally into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Pretty good for a boy band from.
Not bad for guys who couldn't play when they started and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously Black Sabbath as well.
Excellent.
So that's a big trip.
That's great. So what are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play the original version, not the album version, of Anarchy in the UK.
All right.
And it goes something like this. No, it doesn't.
Track number.
Well, you've got it on the. That's the right one, I believe.
I love how home styles.
No, that's STP. We've done that. Well, then it's the one beforehand.
Oh.
Let's try this again. This is the Sex Pistols, Anarchy in the UK. I have no word. We were talking earlier on in the show about how you are just a huge fan of music.
Indeed.
In general, and how music provokes emotion.
That's true.
And I don't know what it is, but every time I hear that band, the hairs on the back of my neck stand up,
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They are.
Makes me want to throw televisions out of windows and stuff like that. Ooh. So
Easy now.
so from here you're going to go up to the show tonight, right?
Yeah.
Do you watch from the side of the stage, or do you go out and watch the prop? Because it's bad by the side of the stage,
I don't
isn't
like
it?
to watch by the side. I don't ever like to watch concerts by the side
No,
of the stage.
it's not good. But what's
No.
weird is when you're a kid, you always want to get up onto the side of the stage.
Yeah.
And then you realise that it sounds really weird. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
And there's always like a roadie with a beer can in front of you. It's kind of weird.
That's true.
So you go out and watch.
Yeah.
They're going to do the
I
whole...
like to go into the mosh pit.
Do you really?
I mean, Coldplay doesn't really have mosh pits, but
Oh, I've seen some videos. I've seen them going. I've seen that crowd going.
but
I
yeah,
wish-
one time I went to a No Doubt concert with, actually, I'll just drop the names here because it's radio.
Please,
It's
that's
fun.
what we do.
With Christina Applegate and Cameron Diaz. So it was like these three of us at the Universal Amphitheater, and we went so into the mosh pit that it was crazy. And
It's fun though, right?
It's fun. It hurts, but it's really fun.
It does hurt. It does hurt. I would like to get actually video of you and Christina and who else was it?
Cameron.
And
Diaz.
Cameron jumping up and down.
We
No,
were.
that would be good.
Yeah, it was fun.
No, I used to throw myself around back in the day.
I'm sure you did.
But now I worry about my hair. You know? Don't
ever admit that again. Okay.
Oh, listen, you have no idea.
What is it with men and their hair, anyway?
I don't even start.
What is it?
I just had it straightened. 5 hours. That Japanese thing. 5 hours sitting.
Did
I did.
not.
I
That
did.
is. What is the texture of your hair ordinarily?
John Bon Jovi.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I have a quick story to tell, which is quite funny. I was having the straightening thing done, and I was playing a PSP, so I was kind of oblivious. And I look up, and there's this girl sitting next to me. Obviously, either a dancer or a stripper. I mean, she had nothing on at 10 o'clock in the morning, pretty much.
Bonus.
Yeah, and I mean, huge, assets, everything. And I start thinking she's giving me the eye. Okay, so I'm like looking over, and she's looking at me and smiling, and 45 minutes. I'm just like in my head about this whole thing. I'm happily married, but I think this is.
But you're a red-blooded male.
Yeah,
it's
this
okay.
is a little
it's okay
awkward. There's a girl giving. So she leaves, and the girl cutting her hair comes over to me, and she says, "That was amazing." And I'm thinking, yeah, it was kind of amazing. She said that girl was blind.
You're kidding?
No.
Who dressed her?
Well, it turns out she's a blind porn star.
Wow.
I kid you not, blind porn star. I've spent 45 minutes in my head thinking I'm getting the look.
I feel so many kinds of wrong right now.
as I did when I realised that she was blind. But that's a true story.
Wow.
Weird, huh?
Very.
You got a song you want to play?
Yeah.
What you got?
I think we're gonna bust a little Radiohead.
Oh yeah, what song you got?
This is a track off Hail to the Thief, and it's called Where I End and You Begin.
True love, I will eat your love.
Romantic.
It has a little romance to that song.
I agree.
Oh no.
Are you getting paged again?
I'm getting paged, and people are actually calling up saying how great the show's been tonight, which is nice.
That is nice.
We like to receive some love here. If you want to send some love our way, it's 1-877-900-1031.
Well, what are all those? No one's answered any of those phone calls.
TK, how could you? Let's go randomly. Line 46. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'd like to ask Gwyneth a quick child-rearing question. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Go right ahead.
I have an 8-month-old daughter. Her name is Tallulah. I appreciate your daughter's name, Apple.
Oh.
The question is, my wife has conned me into letting our daughter sleep in our bed, and now she's still there.
Bad.
That's what I tell her. But every time we start setting up the crib, everybody cries, and it's horrible. And do you put her in the crib, or does she sleep in the bed?
I think it's essential that a child sleeps. This is just my opinion, okay?
No. Give it to me. I don't get to talk to anybody.
Because I don't want to offend, like the attachment parenting people who never put their babies down and they, have them sleep in their bed and everything. But, we've always been really specific about having her sleep in her own bed. And as a result, she really loves her time there. Like when we tuck her in at night, she's like, okay, I'm ready. I want my own time. And you hear her lying there and hanging out and talking. And she's very she's adjusted really well to her sleep time. And I think what happens is you don't want to do anything to a child that makes them rely on any kind of prop in order to fall asleep.
Right.
You want them to be like an independent person.
I mean,
who
I
can
was going to
sleep
say
by themselves.
that will manifest itself positively later on in life.
Definitely.
We're
For sure.
a junkie.
Plus,
we are raising a junkie.
You are.
Great.
Plus,
awesome news.
I hate to remind you, but like you guys are supposed to have a relationship too, and if the child is in the bed with the parents, I think it really hinders that aspect of your relationship, which is super important. And, ultimately the healthiest thing for a child is an intact, healthy marriage. And it's hard to, keep those like that. And you've got to do what you can. So I personally think in the bed is not a good idea.
Okay, so my checklist is get a crib and a vasectomy.
Absolutely.
All righty. Thank you, ma'am, for the time.
Good
No
question,
problem.
though. And if you tune back in next week, Parenting with Paltrow will continue. Actually, you know what was beautiful about that whole thing is you lit up.
Did I?
You lit
that's
up.
So embarrassing.
No. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You lit up and you start. It's like children and parenting and motherhood. It's a wonderful thing. I don't have kids, and
Are you going to?
Yeah, eventually. Both my wife and I are just not ready.
Right.
But yeah, and I saw my wife pick up a kid today at lunchtime. So natural. And we haven't spoken about it, but it's on its way. We know.
It's the greatest thing ever.
Did it really change your life like everyone else tells me it changes their life?
It does, and it's totally inexplicable, and I could tell you how, but until you have your own, you can't really fathom it. It's the best thing ever.
I do see the most bizarre change in a lot of people when they have children, all for the best.
Yeah, it's pretty intense and amazing, and it's hard some days too, and whatever. But it's the greatest thing. I mean, I've done a lot work-wise in my life, but nothing even comes close to the experience of having this little thing in my life.
I think that's so great. You're blessed to be, to be in that situation. I just get scared that I'm a selfish asshole.
You're not allowed to say that on the...
Well, I can say asshole. Can I say asshole?
Not so much.
Not so
much. Did you beep it out?
Keep beeping that. I'm a selfish idiot. Can be a selfish idiot.
Well, I think that's the human condition. We all can be selfish people. And, our society doesn't necessarily point us in the most altruistic of all ways of being all the time. And that's part of the thing. You have a kid and you're not so selfish anymore. You can't be. You know, it's not about you. And there's a little thing that needs you.
Maybe it'd do me good. What do you think? Sort me out.
I think it would sort you out.
All right. I need sorting out sometimes.
Yeah, we all do.
All right. Well, you're the boss. You are running this playlist, Gwyneth.
Okay. What's the commercial situation?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, we don't want to get in trouble.
No, all right. You know what? Just run them. Anyone listening, we've kind of been chatting a lot, so we have a long, 5-minute run or something. Do we just run them all right now and get them out of the way? Go.
Camp Freddy Radio.
Camp Freddy Radio.
On Indie 103.1.
This is Camp Freddy Radio.
On the Independent FM.
Indie 103.1.
Yes, you've been listening to Camp Freddy Radio. We're getting ready to wind up here. We've had...
Wind down is the phrase.
Wind down even, yeah. My head is already onto the next thing, so...
You're back in the studio, aren't you?
I know.
You've already left us.
We've had an amazing time, though. Gwyneth Paltrow, live and direct.
That's me.
Live and direct from Camp Freddy Radio. And Donovan did a good hour.
Poor Donovan. Poor Kirsty.
We
hope Kirsty feels better.
Yeah.
Stomach bug is no fun.
He had to leave. Emergency phone call from the wife, not feeling good. So our love to you guys.
Yeah.
You're off to a rock and roll concert now.
I am.
What time do they go on stage, you know?
Well, Fiona Apple goes on probably now.
Right.
And then Coldplay goes on probably 9:15, 9:30, somewhere in there.
So it's kind of like a cluster down there right now because everyone's pulling in and that whole gig parking thing.
Yep.
Nightmare.
Tailgating in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's a whole Americanism I never understood.
It's very funny.
I went to see... I'm a big Raiders fan, football fan. I actually don't like soccer. We were talking about soccer earlier. I'm an American football fan. So one Christmas, my wife bought me tickets to go to San Francisco, see the Raiders play. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Why?
For miles driving there. There's the freeways have got shanty towns, like Brazil.
Yeah.
Shanty towns and people hammered drunk. and I said, are they all going to the game? They're like, no. They just drive near to the game. And then put the tailgate down and get drunk, right?
And roast some wieners.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, that was an experience.
It is. Well, it's better than football hooligans, though.
Absolutely.
It's better than some dude just punching you in the face because you're wearing the wrong colored jersey.
Happened to me. Happened to me in my 3-month football phase, and I never went back.
See, that will put you off football.
I ran onto the pitch with a red and white scarf, and the opposing team was running. The fans were running towards me, and I didn't realise that they were.
Were you an Arsenal fan?
No, I was actually at a Charlton match.
Really?
Yeah, 4th division Charlton match, and I was down at Charlton's thing, and I was a kid, and I jumped over to celebrate, and they were playing Millwall.
Well, you learned your lesson.
They punched me straight in the face.
Are you going to watch the Super Bowl?
Absolutely, yes.
Who's your team?
Well, for this, I think I'm going to go with Seattle.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Now, why the Steelers? Why the Steelers?
The Steelers are, they are one of the great American teams.
Well, yeah.
The Steelers of the 70s. See, I grew up watching the Steelers with my father.
You just said it, the Steelers of the 70s.
Yeah, exactly, and they're back.
Well, that's
Plus, they have a quarterback named Ben Roethlisberger who sounds Jewish, so my grandmother thinks he's Jewish.
What's his name? Ben
Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger.
So... She's very happy about it.
All right. Well, I'll still be cheering for the Steelers tomorrow. For the Seahawks. I'm going to go to there's a big charity thing happening. Actually, they do a Super Bowl watching party in one of the hotels.
Right.
And it's going to be.
What do you make of the Super Bowl food situation? Having moved here from England all those years ago.
In what respect?
You know, in the sort of breadth and quantity and
Unbelievable.
and the kind of nutritionally void.
I find it's not only the Super Bowl cuisine. I find pretty much every cause for celebration, of which, by the way, there are many, because America has a lot more cause for celebrations throughout the.
What about you guys with every
You're gonna-
other
you're
day
gonna
is a
throw-
bank holiday?
you're gonna
then
throw
you have
Guy Fawkes. I knew that.
And then you have, Boxing Day, and I mean there are more bank holidays in that.
All right,
country.
let's agree to we're even, but let's also agree that the size and nutritional value of a celebratory meal here is a lot different.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're talking like a lot of food
I mean, yeah.
and meat. Meat.
What
No-
are buffalo wings, by the way? Are they chicken?
Yeah.
I mean, they're chicken
No, they're the
wings.
wings of the buffalo that we slowly saute.
That's a very Jessica Simpson sounding. What are buffalo wings?
Do buffaloes have wings?
I know that buffalo wings are chicken, but I mean,
I think they're big chickens, aren't they? They're big wings, buffalo in
I'm just
size.
wondering why they're named buffalo wings.
I don't
I'm
know.
asking the wrong guy.
Well, what's buffalo mozzarella? Big mozzarella, right?
No.
Isn't it?
No.
What's buffalo mozzarella?
Buffalo is big now?
So tell me, Gwyneth, what's buffalo mozzarella?
It's the animal that the milk comes from that they make the cheese from.
Is that right? But buffaloes don't have wings.
But they have boobies and you can squeeze milk out of them.
I see. Well, I don't know. I'll tell you what. Call up if you know what buffalo wings are.
Yes.
Because I've just shown my ignorance.
Well, that's okay. But will you call up if you know why they're called buffalo wings? That would really be great. And in the meantime, we'll play our old friend Courtney Love in Hole, right?
Well, yeah, we should probably do the goodbyes.
Oh, yeah.
And,
And
if you
then,
call up...
when do we get our answers about the buffalo wings?
We'll actually get it during... Because I guarantee one of these many phone lines here is going to have
They'll
the
know
answer.
the answer,
So
okay.
we'll know and you won't out there.
You'll have to tell them next week.
Absolutely. Tune in next week for the answer to the ever-perplexing question of what is a buffalo wing.
Exactly.
Gwyneth, thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having me. I had a really good time.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did.
And
You've got a good job here, guys. This is not bad.
it's kind of an easy gig, really.
It's
right?
great.
Roll in every
Thanks
Saturday.
for having me. Thank you. Thanks for putting up with my indie
Anytime.
music instead of your guitar.
I had an
rock.
education today. I feel thoroughly educated. I need to get out of here. You need to get to the gig. And Donovan's home taking care of sick Kirsty, so we're out of here.
And thanks, everybody, for listening.